Goku is preparing for the Tournament of Power. He's going around gathering the guys to fight for Universe 7. At one stage he goes up to the lookout and is met with a very concerned Dende and Mr. Popo. This is one of the moments that was not in the original Dragon Ball Super story, but it's a part of Toyotaro's manga adaptation that has so many interesting things that most people won't ever see. So just as an example of an unseen story, Goku goes up to the lookout asking the whereabouts of Android 17 because obviously he wants to hire him or get him on his side for the tournament. And Dende tells him exactly where he is, but that's not it. Instead of flying there or teleporting where Android 17 is, like Goku normally would, Kami's lookout is able to act as a plane of some sort and move anywhere above the Earth, which when I saw that for the first time, I was shocked because we always see it directly over Korin's tower with the power pole stuck in the bottom. So the fact that it can move around at hyper speeds is interesting. But if that wasn't it, Toyotaro, just like he did with Dragon Ball AF, pulls something so unexpected that it gets people asking even more questions. The lookout pulls up right above 17's island, but before Goku leaves, Dende tells him of a young boy that lives in a village near these islands, and this boy is Oob. And we're starting off strong with this one because from all the things Toyotaro has added in extra with his interpretation of the story, this is one of the best. Oob was nowhere to be seen in the Dragon Ball Super TV show, only briefly mentioned, but what Toyotaro does here, he takes the time to build up Oob's character for the future because he is a big part of the ending, so now instead of him coming from out of the blue, there's a lot more character behind him now, thanks to Toyotaro. It even cuts to a shot of Oob's village, how his life was growing up, how he looks after his village and his people, and Dende tells Goku, once Oob gets a little bit older, you should teach him how to use his full power because this kid is the reincarnation of Majin Buu. So now, whenever Dragon Ball Super eventually hits that endpoint of Z when Oob does show up, there's context behind it, and I think Toyotaro did an amazing job with that. That is one of the best additions Toyotaro could have made to Dragon Ball Super. The reason why the Omni King wanted to destroy 8 of the universes is because he specifically says they are not developing, aside from the top ones. So the Grand Priest calls all of the gods from around the multiverse and we actually get to see how they are. And straight away, even in the show, you'll notice that each god acts very different from one another and very different from Beerus. Probably the best example of this that we see is the god of Universe 11, how he acts. Obviously this is the clown god and we didn't get to see much of his personality outside of the tournament, but in his natural setting, he's killing it. Surrounded by a bunch of other female clowns, he's living like a real god, but it's also implied that he is the oldest god, celebrating his status for over 90 million years. Now this next part is where it's pretty interesting. The Universe 11 angel tries to speak to Belmaud, but as soon as she tries, this other clown girl gets up and threatens her with a knife. This female clown threatens an angel with a knife, telling the angel to get away from my man. Within a few seconds, Belmaud turns this female clown into sand, showing no remorse and telling you everything you need to know about what this guy is about. Something like that would have been amazing to see in the main series, but I guess that's why we have Toyotaro. At the very end of the Tournament of Power, Universe 7 wins, everybody knows that, but it's not that they won, it's what Android 17 chose to do with his wish. It's exactly the same as in the main series, but when Android 17 made his decision to bring back all those who were erased, the Grand Priest looks over to the Supreme Kai and says, that wish just raised Universe 7's rank in the mortal standing. Instead of being second last, it's now third last, which basically means in the eyes of the gods, that is development. Being selfless, strong, just generally a developed, self-aware person like Android 17 was, raises how the gods see Universe 7. And it's not much, but I thought it was a really interesting touch from Toyotaro. Maybe by the end of it, all of Universe 7 will be ranked number 1. Those were only some of the things that were unseen in the Dragon Ball Super show that were added in by Toyotaro in his adaptation of the story. Remember that Toyotaro hasn't taken a break. The manga of Dragon Ball Super never ended. When Dragon Ball Super went off the air, the manga was still coming out every month, so we're still getting adaptations and technically full-on stories to this day from this man. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for checking out the channel, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.